Hi, Ms. Lancaster here. I just wanted to share a quick video explaining your upcoming assignment for the favorite sociology terms assignment. I've only pulled up one document, depending on which class you're in. These dates that are listed in here may not be accurate for your class, so make sure that you go in and look at your due dates. But ultimately, what this assignment is getting you a chance to kind of really think about the terms and the concepts that we are discussing and reviewing and reading about in your chapters as you're moving throughout the semester. So all throughout the semester, you will be picking a minimum of 8 terms or concepts from the textbook that interest you. Okay. You cannot use sociological theory, as this says right here, no sociological theory. But you can use any other terms that you find within the textbook. Now, when I say terms, it means that it has to be a term that's actually listed in the glossary or within the ebook. If you click on, if you're hovering over it, it is typically there's a like, I guess it's highlighted or it is underlined in some way. And if you hover over it, it gives you the definition. That's a way to know that this is a term that you could actually use. Okay, so as you're reading through your textbook, as you're going through your concepts, you can look in the glossary if there's something that interests you, or anything that has a hover other than the sociological theories. So sociological theory, you cannot use the 3 major sociological theories. You cannot use structural functionalism. You cannot use conflict theory. You cannot use symbolic interactionism. Any other terms are available as long as they are something that is within the textbook. Now, for each of those terms, you're going to write a short paragraph of what the term means and why you find it interesting. So do not give me the textbook definition. It should be your own definition in your own words, and it should be based on what you've learned from the textbook. Please do not Google the terms and select something, a definition out on the internet, because depending on what the term is, it may not be it may be a term that's used in different ways in different sense. For example, the term agency is a term that you will find in your textbook, but if you go out online, there's multiple different types of definition. And I've had students use the wrong definition in relationship to how it is used in this course. Okay, so make sure that you are really paying attention to how our textbook discusses it. You're writing a paragraph defining it, why it interests you, then how it relates to your own life. Okay, another paragraph, and then a third paragraph reflecting on why it might be useful on a larger scale for more people to understand it. You are writing 3 separate discussions, right, for each term, and you are writing 4 terms per submission. So on the very first submission, it's going to be chapters 1 through 4. They don't have to be one from every chapter. And like, there may not be something that jumps out at you from chapter 2, but maybe several from chapter 3. Okay. You have 4 different terms. Each one of those terms has to have their own discussion. Okay. So a total of a minimum of 3 paragraphs, right? And there are word counts listed in this document, a minimum of 3 paragraphs per term, 4 terms. So what will you be submitting to me? A total of 12 different paragraphs. Do not combine it all into one massive paper where you're talking about all 4 terms, defining all 4 terms, and then doing each individual term should be completed on its own. So like, say you select society, right? You would define society. You would say why society interests you. That's your first paragraph, that discussing that. Second paragraph would be how it relates to your life, right? Going into discussion of why, understanding of society, how it relates to your life. And then that third paragraph discussing how the understanding of society could be beneficial and useful when thinking about social issues and phenomena. So 3. Then your next term, if you pick culture, right? Same sort of thing. So 4 different terms, a minimum of 3 paragraphs for each. This will be done twice. Your first time will be chapters 1 through 4. The second time will be chapters 5 through 9. Okay. Let me know if you have any questions, and I hope you're having a great day.